The program, we want to empower people. We want to make you boss, to become self-reliant. If you leave school, you can be able to be on your own without whether you get employment or not. And we felt that the only way you can be a boss of your own is to own a business for yourself. Because if you want to be a boss, employer of labor, you have to have a business of your own. You can be able to employ others to work for you. And that's the only way you become wealthy. We thought of this and we felt we should put this program together for young stars. And we want to make a welcome remark. The welcome remark is going to be done by Aisatuba. We're going to call them to make a welcome remark. Now, our organization, Unique Foundation, the Gambia, will work with young people like you guys who are here. And we work with women and children. Right here is one of our project centers. We are aspiring to extend these places to other rural communities as well as other communities within the Gambia. What we do after school support program for kids as well as adult education. That's currently what we are running here. And some of the children that are part of the adult, the after-school support program that we are running are going to be making a presentation. It's not just a presentation, but a welcome remark, just for you to see what we are doing. And we want to keep doing it because we felt that a lot of time we find out that children underperform in the academic exams. It's not because they are not intelligent, but most of the time it's because they don't have adequate educational material. And that's what we are doing here, to make learning materials available for children who ordinarily may not be able to have access to it. Not just making learning materials available for them, we also make mentors to be available, those who will guide them, who will teach them as to gain better understanding of what they are already learning in school.
Good morning and a warm welcome to each and everyone. My name is Alcott and I am in grade 4 afternoon.
Good morning, my name is Aisatuba. I am in grade 5.
On behalf of Unique Foundation, the Gambia,
Thank you to each and every one of you for being here with us today.
we are very pleased to be able to welcome those of you that were with us last week at the Africa Unity event, as well as all the students here and non-students.
Make yourself comfortable and learn from all the resource persons that will be talking to you here this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are we all together? Yes. And you don't have to be quiet. You all are young people. You don't have to be quiet. I know you're all fasting, so we're going to do this quickly, okay? So next we're going to call on Miss Aminata Barry. She is the admin officer here, and she's going to give us a statement about the organization. Thank you.
Hello everyone. My name is Aminata Barry. I'm a member and volunteer with Unique Foundation, the Gambia. Currently, I'm an admin here, and I'm also a youth and activist, and I'm also a youth and child activist. I'm a little sorry about my English. It's not my first language. I'm from a French country. I'm still learning it. So, I'm going to talk to you about our organization, our work, our vision, mission, and ongoing projects. First of all, Unique Foundation is a charitable organization. We work with children, youth, and women. We focus on the right to good and quality education. And also, individuals in poverty empowered to create opportunity for themselves and others. We believe education is a fundamental human right. So our vision is to see a world where all children will have access to home and quality education. Our mission is to provide service to the needy and mostly the children, at-risk children. So we empower women and youth with income, generating skills to help themselves and others. One of our ongoing projects right now, something we are doing, is an after-school support program. for children and young people. So after class, they come here and we assist them. We offer free tuition remedial classes for them, the underprivileged children and at-risk children. We provide them access to free learning material. You see there's books, computers, all is free for them. So they have access and can learn it, can use them free. We also have, we are also working with other organizations outside the Gambia to provide us computer computer coding and programming to that children here at our remedial classes and schools in the Gambia. Briefly, that's our organization. Thank you once again for us being here. And I'm so sorry.
Just clap for me again. Annie, originally she speaks French. That's her first language. So you can imagine a French person speaking English the way you are.
The CEO of Unique Foundation, the Gambia, Mr. Solomon Nathaniel, the CEO of Post Hair Collections, Ms. Rudel Smith, the CEO of Ida Maria Enterprise, Ms. Louise Kokori, respected lecturer, Trust Communication, Training Institute, Mr. Light Maduba, respected lecturer, Legacy University, Mr. Nukuba Israel, lecturers and teachers, dear students, Maska Senior Secondary School, and Bakote Senior Secondary School, the media, ladies and gentlemen.
It gives us great pleasure again to extend a very warm welcome to all of you present here. On behalf of Unique Foundation the Gambia, let me say a few words on the objective of this training workshop here today. 1. To motivate and transform you from job seekers to job creators. 2. To influence you on the need to take up entrepreneurship as a career. 3. To help you to identify and explore business opportunities and access to start-up capital.
We accept that this workshop will be productive and the next few hours will be enjoyable and fruitful to you all.
Please sit back and learn from all the results here. Thank you so much.
Miss Louise to come and start the program. She's the facilitator and she is the CEO of Ida Maria Enterprise. I hope you all relax and make sure you are attentive because this is very important. It is where you start to learn something. Are we together? Yes. Good afternoon. Oh, sorry, good morning,
my name is Louise Kokori. I'm the CEO of Ida Maria Enterprise. I'm a Gambian, but my forefathers are from Nigeria. You surprised with the name Louise Kokori. Okay. Let me just start by saying what our sister just said. Like she said before, she's not from a rich home, and it's true. Everyone, even me standing here, but I can give you an example on so many issues where I am today and where I stand from. Despite my grandparents, they were doing trade and everything, but when I finished school...
Sorry, there are people inside and they're also part of this. They need to hear, please. Let's try and talk in such a way that they should be able to hear.
When I finished school, I think at the primary level, I used to see my grandmother with selling petty, how to call it. So I spoke to someone, a family member, and I explained to that woman that I want to be like my grandmother. She told me, no, you can't, you have to go to school. My mom said the same thing. So I was supposed to go to school. I finished grade 12. I could fully remember my younger sisters. I'm the fourth in my family when it comes to my dad's side. All of them, most of them, not all, actually, except me and my younger sister. My immediate sister, she's in Germany now doing masters. The other one had just finished university doing this, doing that. But for me, when I finished grade 12, I said I'm going to go to business. But in our society today, if you want to do or want to do something, people will say maybe you're a dropout or illiterate. Just to give you an example of being an entrepreneurship and how, where and how to source startup capital. It should be like personal investment. When starting a business, your first invest should be yourself, either with your own cash or with collateral on your asset. Your own cash should be like, even like us going to school now, little you have from your lunch savings or what people give you, you can use that, buy things, sell it with your friends, or see at least saving some money every day before you finish school. You can get whatever you want to start with your own business. But here in the Gambia now, we have a lot of grants given loan out, bank loans. We have grants from different areas. You can run your own business whilst going to school. Now what I was just saying, I was just trying to explain to them our family background and history to show them that you can go to school while doing something for yourself. And it doesn't mean that being into business, you are not good for the society or for your family members. You understand? Everyone has his or her own talent. You can, like what I was just saying, if you compare myself and my younger sisters, if it was then, or like family members, what we are saying, that Anna have done this, this one have done that, so that intimidates you in a way that you wouldn't want to do something or selling, thinking that what I'm doing is not the right thing to do, or I should go to school, I should do this, I should do that. You should go to school, fine, do whatever you're supposed to do. But I think this is a thing that at least it will really help in the society, help your family, and see how best you can help one another. So I think I can just stop here for now, and my colleague, they will just come in and elaborate on these other issues, because this is my personal experience, and I just want to share it with you so that you can learn from it. Thank you very much.
So I'm going to call the next person, and he's going to talk about the types of business that's available for young people, and that is Mr. Israel. Put your hands together for Mr. Israel.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a privilege to be in your midst today, and it's a one in a million opportunity. You should be happy that you have this type of opportunity, because I found out in life that young people that get it wrong are people that doesn't have guides. When you are growing up from a family, you don't have someone that tells you this is what you have to do to survive, this is what you have to do. You don't have senior brother. Apparently you are the first child in your family, or your parent doesn't care, or you don't have an advisor. After when you become an adult, you find out that you have made a lot of mistakes. You will see your mates, maybe they will be ahead of you. Maybe because you don't have a very good guide. Then that is the impression we want to correct and put you guys in the right path today. I'm going to take you in the type of business that is available, and then give you some other hints on how to go about life as we are all growing up. Okay, because we are in a digital world, today we are in a digital world, I am going to talk about how to set up business online and offline and what you have to do to get yourself, to put yourself moving. First of all, I will talk about the online. Who knows what we mean by online? You know what we mean by online? Okay, online means the type of business available for young people on the internet. Something that is on the internet, is that okay? And then offline means what you can do at home, in your street, in your country, in your vicinity, maybe international or local. Do you understand? But online is strictly something that has to do with the internet. And that is where there is money today. Because people don't have time again to go and waste their time walking in the street and doing all that. So world top billionaires today are people that make it online. So we are going to expose you to the two areas so that you will know how to establish yourself. Okay, this type of business we are talking about is, first of all, I'll talk about blogging. In the Gambia, I've not seen a blogger or a site that a blogger established. But in Nigeria, there is 101,000 of them. And those guys are millionaires. You see? Those guys blogging. Know what I mean?
No.
Websites, blogging. Or I will explain very well. Okay, blogging has to do with, we have blogger.com, we have Wix, wix.com. It's a Wix site. We have blogger.com. You can go there and just open a free site. You can talk about the how tourists come to Gambia, what they do, what the tourists like to do, the next tourist that is coming, where and where she has to go, and keep people online. You see, thousands of people will be following you. Before the tourists will come to Gambia, they will have to go online. Once they search tourists in Gambia, they will see your blog. And when they open it, if you have up to 500 followers online, Google will send you a check at the end of every month. You just have to register with Google AdSense. At the end of every month, if you have up to 500 followers, more than 500, 1,000, I think per each comment and per each follower is about 0.5 cents. It's about, it used to be 0.08 cents for anybody following or comment. So you see, because there is no such thing in the Gambia, you that are the locals, you have a very big opportunity because some foreigners are not allowed to do some of these things. They'll tell you to go and register with Gambia Police Company and all that. So you have a very high edge to do some of these things. So when you register, at the end of the month, they send you, Google send you your check in your home. You go and cash it in the bank. A lot of people are using it to make money in West Africa, in Nigeria and in some other African countries. And you don't stress yourself. Once you set it up, you just stay. The thing runs for you. So the next thing, you can do that with Wix, Blogger, Wombly.com. Some of these sites, they are online. Am I communicating?
Yes, sir. Please be jotting down your questions. Write down your questions so that you can ask questions, please.
So there are successful online bloggers. They are millionaires. I mean millionaires in dollars, not US. But there is not in Gambia. Gambia is still a virgin land. Youths that are in Gambia have more opportunity than the youths that are in any other part of West Africa. Youths that are in Gambia, they have more opportunities than youths that are in Nigeria, than youths that are in Ghana, than youths that are, because this place is a virgin land, but you people don't know what you have. And then we have there is a site we call Shop Ifi. Shop Ifi is an online site where you can go and set up your business. what are the type of business you can set up in Shop Ifi? Gambia is a tourist company, is a tourist place. You can go and take nice pictures of what is happening in Senegambia and post it in Shop Ifi, and people can buy. You can sell your pictures. What else can you sell in Shop Ifi? You have very good artwork in Senegambia. Those caps, those artwork they have, and those things they have. You can post it in Shop Ifi, and once you are paid, you can take your money with Payoneer. Me, I have my own here. It's called the Payoneer MasterCard. Once you register. In fact, when I came to Gambia, that was what helped me. Some of these things I used to do them. You see, Mobile Israel is the US MasterCard. But it is free online. You just, when you order your own, they'll just send it for you. It is just free. So some of these things, it was when the Nigeria ATM disappointed me when I came to Gambia. I used this because I was having about $500 something. That was what that kept me for a long time. As if to say, I know, I did not cash out the money. I said, let me just use it. But where I made my money was not through blogging. I made my money through where we call Fiverr, Fiverr.com. You know Fiverr? Yes. Have you heard about Fiverr before?
Yes.
Now, if you are good in computer, or you know what you can do, you can design Corel Draw or do something, you know, just register on Fiverr.com. Personally, what I do there is to design building. I design building, I write school curriculum for schools. I've written, there is a top school in the UK. I was the one that wrote their curriculum. And each time they want to visit their curriculum, they will call my local number. They will call my number. I will go online and visit their curriculum and send to them. So these people, you can, just a work you can do for 1 hour, you can charge $300. Very, very easy money. And then once this is set, you just cash your money. So we're still talking about the online method of making money. We'll still talk about the offline, what you can do in Gambia, for some of you that are not computer literate, or for some of you that, you know, we like to do it in an easier way as you may feel. I don't think if there is what we call a Facebook page. A Facebook page is also a way to make money. It's very simple. You can stay here now and open a page. It's not, a Facebook page is not just ordinary Facebook profile of someone. It's a page. It gives you money. Do you know how you can use Facebook to make money? I will tell you how to use Facebook to make money. If you like, after I will give you a clip on it. I have it. Now, how you can use Facebook to make money? Facebook is where people make money now. How do you use it? You use it legally. I'm not talking about the fraudulent method. You go to Facebook, open a page. Open a page about Gambia tourists, or look for something that is trending in the Gambia. You can look for something that is trending in the Gambia. Gambia people, Gambia girls, Gambia culture. When you open such page, then what do you do next? You wait. You will start seeing people coming into the page. You invite your friends, invite foreigners to come and like your page. Do you understand? Once people started liking your page, once you start having up to 300, 400, 500 visitors in your page, you convert it to money. How do you convert it to money? You go to AdWork Media. Go to AdWork Media, copy your Facebook link, use it to register. Once anybody comes to your page and like anything you post there, AdWork Media will pay you money. They will pay you, I think about 0 points. They pay you money in cents. Assuming you have up to 1,000 followers in your page. You can imagine, in fact, I know someone that makes $100 every day in his page. $100 is about $5,000. He's a Nigerian. I talked to him in the university, one of the private universities before I came down here. He's my student. He told me, sir, now I make $100 a day in its page. So when this AdWork Media, You just, once they pay you, you cash your money in any way you like. There's what we call perfect money, web money. I think they use web money, perfect money, and then your card. So there are a lot of ways to make money online. There are a lot of ways to make money online. And to say these things are not that hard. And you, the Gambians, like the locals, you have more opportunities than the foreigners. Because of the way some of the foreigners do, you are restricted, you're not allowed to be to do some of the things. So these things are very good assets for you to do. Then the last I'm going to talk about on this online method of the site. You buy and sell currency. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
You buy the currency on the internet. You predict if the currency is going. If the currency is going up, you sell it immediately. If the currency is coming down, that is, if it is falling, you buy. Then you will see that you'll be making profit. I joined Forex since let me say last month. I put $20 there. I lost all the money because I was not using a good strategy. I was trading with $1. I traded at the time. I got up to $40. At the time, the thing, as I was trading, I lost money. I started putting $5 until I had up to 0.336 cents. My money finished. That is Forex. If I open my laptop now, I will show you. I now came back. I said, no, this thing won't work. I went back to my demo account, start learning again. Forex has a strategy. You can stay here now and make $5,000 in a minute in Forex. In 1 hour, you make $10,000 if you know the strategy. What kind of work can pay you that kind of money? Forex. Forex is, you have all the world currency in the database. Example of a Forex site is Olympic Trade, or you can use MT4. This is a database of the World Bank in Switzerland. They put all the world top currencies there. You have the US dollars, you have the British pounds, you have the Japanese yen, you have the Chinese money. Top world currency, even Bitcoin, Ethereum are there. If I would have shown you, but okay, maybe some of you that are interested, we'll talk about that later. So what you do is when you click on a particular currency, you are exchanging it with dollar. The chart will come up. The chart will be going up and coming down. It is your function to say this chart in the next 1 second, in the next 1 minute, you predict it will go up. When you click up, if after 1 minute, the average of the movement did not go up, at least 50%, 70% of the movement does not go up, then you have lost. But if your predictions are all correct, you see your money. Once the end of the minute you predicted is over, the money will enter your account. And that is Forex. It's the same thing as these people that are changing money on the road here. But that one is done on the internet. Do you understand the difference? Now this one you are doing it physical, but this one you are doing it on the internet. So that once the time finish, you are getting it. So the strategy I now introduced, I put $30 again 2 days ago. By mistake I traded and I was having about $5 now. So I've gained like $5, but I was trading with caution. But it is not easy to trade Forex on weekends. Because the market will close. The market closed. People are resting. That was something I did not understand before. Don't trade Forex on weekends. Because the chart, the frequency of the chart you will not understand it. But when the frequency is visible, it's going up, you see it is going up, it's coming down, you see it is coming down, it is stagnant, you see it is stagnant. Then that is when it's better. Normally Tuesdays, Thursdays. Because in Australia, midnight in Australia is almost a day in US. So by Monday, it's not good to trade Forex. By Tuesday, it's good. You start. That's when the market starts moving. So some of these things are the things you need to know that's offline. Hope I'm not wasting most of your time. Am I?
No.
Okay, let us talk about the offline. Offline, there's no job, you know. You know, they say African leaders are so wicked. They are only interested in their families. They don't want to see you survive. They don't want to see you be bigger than their children. Maybe one of your uncle or somebody you know, you want the children to be bigger than you, to be in Europe, studying the best schools, get the best jobs. You that is a son of a poor man. No, you cannot. And that is why, and that's the mentality that is killing Africa. That's why Africa cannot grow up. They don't like ordinary. I think people that have been intervening in this center, they are not Africans. They are foreigners. You know, they have good hearts. A white man once told me, why do I always go to church? Every time I'm running, I'm going to church. Have I ever seen the white angel? He told me that Jesus Christ is their brother. That even Jesus Christ that is their brother, them they don't even mind going to church. Why are we killing ourselves with going to church? He said that our mentality, African mentality is upward, that we should go and amend ourselves. So what happened to me, I was still even thinking that it reached today. I have not really understand. So offline, what are the things you can easily set up? Poultry farm is a very good business. Who knows what is poultry? Yeah? You know what is poultry?
Yes.
What is it? Okay, poultry means all the domesticated birds. Duck, chicks, you know, fowl, you know, they are all poultry. But it gives money. I found out that most of the chicken that are eaten in the Gambia are imported. They are imported from, I think, Canada or Singapore, Holland. If it's in Nigeria, they will ban it. They will say, no, we are spending much money in this. We cannot continue. They will say, people go and start producing your. That's a very big money. You know how much chicken Gambia eat in a day? Sometimes in some other part of the country, of the world, we say they will not see buyers. But Gambia people, they like chicken more than that type. It's a white meat is good. But you can easily do poultry. After 2-3 months, you are done with the set. You sell it off. Poultry farm, set it up. I don't know if there is a hatchery company here where they produce the chicks. There should be. There is. You can go there, come to your house. You can start with 10 birds. 10 birds. Start raising it. That place, the place there you buy the chick, you can do some technical consults from them. How do you treat your chicks? How would you make them not to die so that they don't have losses? It's a very big one. Once it is okay, I think you see people that will just come and buy the whole thing at a time and then you start another set. It's a very big amount of money. Those white people that are doing it, those white people that are doing that are selling to Africa, they know it's a big money. So it's a very good something that one can venture into and make profit. Another thing I see in this Gambia is the fish. You have very good fish and enough fish. You can export these fish, you know. You can export them. There are countries like Canada, Australia, country that doesn't have water. The fishes are very, very expensive here. What do you do? How do you go about this if you want to do some small exports? And the fish meal, that is the fish that they use to remove those bags. If you go to tell them to cut fish for you, they will strike off the bag. We can use that one for fish meal. That is for animal feed. If I was serious, I can produce animal feed here, chicks feed. You just get some of those wastes, combine it with maize or some other those things that one of the carbohydrate giving food, maize, grind it, sun dry it, that is animal feed. You can export it. You cannot do these things only by yourself. It can be very cumbersome. So what do? I think there is an intervention. The Gambia Chamber for Commerce. Yes. If you go there, tell them this is what you want to do. I think they are helping people. There was a time I had something like that. You register with them, tell them this is what you want to send out. They can even give you, sometimes there are companies, there are foreigners that have already brought what they need. There are people that can send it for them. You do it through them and then get your money. The truth about this life is that there's nothing good that comes easy. You have to work hard for it. Even the owner of this place, if you tell him how when he started and how he established, people will tell, don't do that thing will waste your time, don't even waste your money. But who knows, see all of us gathered here today and we are all learning. So that's it. They said that Gambia there is a lot of granules here, but I have already seen the granules. I don't know where they used to produce the granules. Is it in Serekunda here? Okay. Granite exports is another big opportunity, and most of the granite oil you take here is also being imported. You can look into doing businesses with granules. The more and very, very nice thing that, I don't know, some of you here now, you can decide and say, let us open a cooperative society. Some people, 5 persons, it has started. Once you open the cooperative society, go to Gambia Chamber of Commerce, register the cooperative society. I don't think they will collect much money from you. Once you have a name and it is registered, forget, you will get money. You will get money to produce business for yourself. What is cooperative society? It's a business of 2 or more people. Am I right?
Yes.
Just, you can, even here you are, before you go, 5 persons, write your name. Tomorrow you start going about it, go to tell them this is what you want to do. You want to be doing this. After you register, they give you certificates. You know what you do? You go online and look for fund. People sponsors. This is what you want to do, and this is your site, and this is your certificate of registration. There is this people that in Nigeria, they help to give people that have cooperative society money. There are a lot of them. There are a lot of them online. Sponsors, fund sponsor for cooperative society. Just go online. Once they see that you have certificate and you are legitimate, they can give you $10,000, $5,000. And Gambia, one thing in Gambia is that the white people, the Western world, they still have more trust in Gambia than any other country in West Africa. They have trust because Gambia people, they are not have any much record of criminal records. In Ghana it's not like that, in Nigeria it's not like that. If it's in Nigeria, if you do that, you waste your time. But in Gambia here, gather yourself, form a cooperative society, start going about it. Go online and look for sponsors that will sponsor the cooperative. Once they see that you have a certificate and the government can hold you responsible when you need their money. When this money comes, you people will write a degree, cooperative degree, they call it degree. This is how you want to share the money. This is how much return Mariam will bring at the end of the month from the money that is given to her. This is how much return Kadijato will bring. This is how much return Mohammed will bring. So when you write and share the money, everybody starts in their own business. At the end of the month, you bring such money and keep according to the money that is borrowed for you. Some of the money will be given to you. Some of them will be given on you pay later. But you get the fund. I'm telling you, get the fund. So it is a very good and nice business, a cooperative society. If you want to open a shop, The next thing I'll talk about, the last thing I'll talk about now is just a local shop, something. There was a time I wanted to wash one of my shoes. Before I find a laundry shop here in Gambia, it's not easy. You know that laundry is a very good lucrative business. Laundry. You know what laundry is like? Cleaning.
Yes.
Yeah. I moved from Kairaba Avenue to the end. I think it's only 2 or 1. Only 1 at 4 American Embassy. Then, at Gambia, I've not seen anyone. But this is business that gives you millions or give billions of that. At the time I wanted to open it, I was looking for a shop. Even now, if I see shop today now, I'll open it. People are lazy, they don't want to work to wash their clothes. You can wash it for them. $100 per issue, $50 per shirt, you know. At the end of the month, you are a millionaire. So, with this, I think I am encouraging all of us to stand on our feet to defeat poverty. As you are, money is passing by you here, but you cannot see it, and you are asking for money. I need money, but money is passing here. Open your eyes and see it now. You see, it's your fault. So, I thank you once more for giving the audience for me to talk on this topic. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Israel. I hope some of you have had ideas on how you can start up a business online and offline. I am here to also talk about what she started. He has given us an insight on the kind of business you will start. He talked about blogging, he talked about fishery, he talked about opening your own store. But how do you source? To do these things, you need money, you need a capital. How do you come about that? Having funds for you to start a business. That is what I'm going to be sharing with us. And I have about what? I have about 8 ways in which you can start. You can get funds. You can source funds to start a business. And the first one is the easiest and quickest way. Innovation. You can get funds to start up a business when you come up with a new thing, something that people need. The owner of Facebook, he's a millionaire today. Why? Because he came up with something that people needed. That is why he's rich. So the easiest way for you to get funds is when you create something that people actually need. You'll be able to source funds with that because there are people who are willing to invest in something that is new. Let's say, for example, there is a certain shoe that you can manufacture. I'm not going international here because we are local. Yeah, we cannot have big funds to even set up. I myself, I am into business. First of all, I went to school, get education. I have a BSc in management and human resources. I work. I go to work from Monday to Friday, but yet I have my part-time business I do every single day when I have time. And I didn't need a big shop. I didn't need a big establishment to do that. It's an income that comes and helps me, and it helps my family. And with this income, I am saving to do my master's. So there is no limit to where you can start. Let me tell you how I started. I started by buying dresses. I buy a dress from a shop in the Gambia. A friend of mine saw the dress, and she's like, oh my God, I like this dress. I'm like, fine, I can get it for you. Give me the money. I bought the dress for $500. I took $600. How much profit did I make? Good. I have saved $100. I go again, buy a shoe, buy a hair clip, buy something, and then I sell to the people around you. There are people all around you where you can start something. You can start from anywhere. You don't need big money to start something. You can start by, you have a house, there are kids around your area. They like to, you always see them going to the shop. Maybe the shop is a bit far. You have $200. You go to the market, buy the minty butter you see they buy all the time. Put it in front of the house. Instead of them going all the way to the shop, they will patronize you and you make profit. It doesn't matter where you start. You just have to start somewhere. I started with the dresses. Now I buy hairs worth of thousands of dollars from China, and I sell it out to people. You have to start small. There is no easy way out. I hope we're all getting this. So when you be innovative, you come up with something that people actually need. You look for the needs around. If you know you are very good with computer, come up with something that people will actually patronize. Somebody will want to buy it from you. This is how the people in the West, they make big money, because they innovated something that people actually need, and these things are bought from them in millions of dollars. Are we together? Yeah. And then another way you can source income is the angel investor. Now again, I tell you about my story. When I started, I was just getting, the highest I could get in profit is maybe $500. That's the highest I could get. And then I had an idea. My friends are into fashion. The people around me, they like wearing good hair, wearing good stuff. I don't have money to go and buy things in thousands of dollars. If you want to invest and buy things outside, you should have like 10,000, 20,000 to buy these things. I didn't have this money. But what I had was the opportunity to meet people around you. There are people around you all the time, people that you can actually tell your intentions. You have a business idea, don't keep it to yourself. When you have a business idea, you see somebody that can give you the opportunity, that can help you. An angel investor is actually just somebody who can invest in your business idea. They don't need a profit from you. Let's say I want to be an angel investor to car. I'll just give, she told me a proposal that she has to do something. She told me the capital she needs is 25,000. I give her 25,000. She goes and does the business and give me back my 25,000. The profit she can keep and reinvest. That's an angel investor. And these are people that are around us. When I wanted to start my hair business, I actually just explained to somebody how I felt. The person was like, oh, I import things from China. I'm like, I want to do something. I want to buy things from China. And he was like, okay, how much do you have? I'm like, I don't have money. But I have this urge. I know I will sell it. So I sold the idea to the person. So you have to always take advantage of the opportunity. When you see people like this, you know this person is capable of helping you. Make sure you put your idea forward. And when you do, you might get just a return. So that was how I got a startup capital. The person actually loaned me $50,000. And that was how I started. I put the 50,000, I made profit and gave him back the 50,000. And then I continued on my own. So there is no way that you don't have people around you that are capable of giving you money. They have angel investors there, people around who wants to help young people. It's just you being approachable. Be able to be bold and talk to people. If you have an idea, tell people about it. Don't keep it to yourself. Are we together?
Yes.
Okay, I hope we're learning something. We'll move to the startup incubators. That's another source you can get money from. These are organizations, I think we have one in Canifin. I don't know if you all have heard about it, Startup Incubator. It's in Canifin. It's an organization that helps youth. You go there, you give them a proposal of an idea that you have. You tell them that this is what I want to start up. And then if they see that, okay, they have mentors there. They can help you, okay, you want to start selling shoes. But what kind of shoes? Who are the people you're targeting? So if you're like, oh, I'm targeting old people, they'll be like, old people don't go out. Kids go out all the time. Kids go to school every day. So their shoes wear and tear easily. So there's a mentor there that will guide you to help you to know what are the right things to do. So in these organizations, I'm very sure they have one in Canifin. Startup Incubator, that's the, you can write it down and probably check them out. They can help you and help you, guide you, and provide funds for you. When they give you the funds, then you use it, and then they monitor you as you do it. And then when you make the profit, you don't have to give them back. All you need to do is give them back the capital that they invested in you. So it is also it's important that you go into a business that is workable. Because to be honest, nobody wants to give you money and then you come back and tell him, sorry, it did not work. Everybody, when they give you their money, they expect something back. At least they expect the money that they invested in you to be returned back to them. So it is also, that's where you apply discipline. Because a lot of times, I remember when I started, I wasn't having discipline. I thought I could use my business money to buy my personal things. That is where you are able to differentiate yourself and help yourself out. You have to be disciplined. When it's your business, you invest $100 to buy pencils to sell to kids around. When your profit is probably $25, that $25 is not for you to go and buy biscuit for yourself and chill. No. That $25, think about it. How can I turn this $25 into $50? You have to think outside the box. Don't limit yourselves. We as young people, we have a lot of potential. It's just about applying it. Yes, education is very important. As I told you, I went to school 4 years, I have my degree. I am going for masters. But yet, I'm not going to be employed for the rest of my life. You need to get up. You need to rise up and think out of the box. Don't rely on your parents to give you everything. You can help them. You want to buy a shirt for yourself. Invest in something, make a profit, and buy the shirt. Trust me, you come home and tell your mom, I bought the shirt for myself with the business I did. Your parents will be proud of you. When I told my mom I started a business, she was, wow, I am so proud of you. Now she tells people, my daughter is doing business. My daughter is doing business. Your parent becomes proud of you when they see you putting yourself out there. You're trying to provide for them. You're trying to provide for yourself. You don't really have to provide for your parents, usually though. But you also have to try to provide for yourself. Help you provide for you. Do you understand? And then we're going to talk about another source where you can get money to start up a business, which I don't like, the banks. Don't try it. Don't try it for now. When you want to start up a business, don't go to the bank. Because if you lose the money, you lose what you leave with the bank. I hope we all know what the collateral is.
Yeah.
You have to leave something. You have to leave a property in the bank. So when you misuse the money that's given to you by the bank, trust me, you have lost your property. So there's a source that you can get, but I personally don't advise that anybody go and take a loan, especially when you're starting a business. If you have an already established business, then you can go to the bank and get loan. The other way you can get money, which is very, very common to start a business, is through your friends and family members. You have an uncle who is rich. You explain to him how you want to start something. You explain how you want to go about it, the amount that you need, and then he gives you an amount of money. That is a family investing in you. And this is something I just want to advise us. If you intend to use your family money or a friend's money, be very careful. Try as much as possible to give them back the money. This is a thing that it destroys family, it destroys friendship. You don't want to destroy your friendship or your family relationship because of money, okay? And when you start up with a family's money, give them updates. Don't say, okay, my uncle is rich, he gave me $10,000, so I can do whatever. If the business fails, it fails. No. The business fail means you fail. That's just what it means. Don't aspire to be a failure. Aspire to be a success. Aspire to come out. And then when you come out tomorrow and say, uncle, you gave me $10,000, but today I can boast of $100,000. It is an amazing thing that you can do for yourselves. So when a family gives you money, don't take it for granted. You can get money from your family and friends, but don't take it for granted. Another way is the government. There are government programs that help, that you can get money from, that you can source to start up a business. Usually in those aspects you have to write a proposal. You usually have to write a proposal to have a government sponsor what you're doing. So you can also get funds from the government. I know it's not very common in the Gambia to get funds for a startup from the government, but there is an organization called YEP. I don't know if you've heard of them. The last time they had a trade fair at the stadium, before the big trade fair. And these are youths. You go there, the youth empowerment program. You go there and then they monitor you, they help you to start up a business. They give you ideas. If you're here, you don't have an idea, enroll with them. Try to find out what they do. And then you enroll with them and get ideas on what you can start, the needs of people, what you can actually do to start your own business. Way of getting funds, so most of the time it's just one winner. I remember TAF did it some time ago. It was just one person that won.
This year.
Yeah, it was actually, yeah. It was this year they announced the winner. I had a friend, she was into catering. But this thing is, you have to have an exact idea of what you want to do. You just don't go at a pitching competition and say, I don't know, maybe I can do this, maybe I can. You have to be precise. You have to know what you want to do. You have to have an idea. You have to know how you want to go about it. And when you do, then you sell your idea in a simple manner. You want to sell shoes? How do you want to go about selling shoes? You have to simplify it for them to understand that yes, I want to sell shoes. This is the way I'm going to go about it. And then you can get funds from that. The winner got a startup capital. The person started his business from the pitching competition. It was done by TAF. So you look out for opportunities like that. When you have opportunities, when you have an idea, write it down. Note it down. How you want to go about it, do research. The internet is not just for movies and Facebook. I watch movies from the internet, but if I'm watching the movie and remember something, I pause the movie and go to the internet and do my research. That's just it. Make yourself useful. Use the internet for a good thing. Use it to empower yourself. Don't just use it to entertain yourself. Are we together? Yes. And then the last one I'm going to talk about here is the boost stipend. That is the most common way you can get funds. That is how I started. Your own money. You invest your own money. And as I said before, no matter how little it is, use your own money to start up a business. You can also start a business, even if it is $500 that you have, think of something that you can do. Even if the profit is going to be $50, I told you my profit was $100 in a $500 investment. Think of something that you can put in, that you will return. Having $100 is better than having no dollars. You all can attest to that. Yes. Good. So, as young people, I want us to encourage ourselves. I started somewhere. I believe in all of you. And I believe you guys can start from somewhere as well. So, I want us to go home. Think about it. You have heard the various ways you can start a business. You have an idea here shared in the ways that you can start up a business. You know you're very good in computer, start a blog. It won't take anything from you. You go to school in the evening, you come and sit down with the computer and start. Internet is cheap in the Gambia. Make use of the internet. Don't just use it for Facebook. Use it for something that will yield you good results. And as you might think you're young today, but by the time you pass 17, 18, you are now an adult. And adulthood is for responsibility. As soon as you clock adulthood, you are responsible for yourself. You're responsible for your decisions. You're responsible for who you become. Trust me, you are not going to blame your mother tomorrow. They have done what they can do. It is left with you. Your future is in your own hands. It is time for us to empower ourselves and make good use of what we can do and better our societies and better ourselves. I hope I have communicated something today. Thank you very much. So now I'm going to call in the last person that's going to talk to us, and that is Mr. Lee. Mr. Light, yes, he's the light of the world. So put your hands together for him.
Good afternoon, listeners, my fellow facilitators, young men and women, and all that must have gathered to hear from us. My names are Mr. Madoma Light Ikeji. As I've been introduced from the book you have, I'm a lecturer. I've lectured here for like 15 years, that is over a decade, on this kind of business from the MBI, travel, and the likes. Now, let's put it right. Now, I've come here today to shed more light on entrepreneurship. Before I start, I would like to define the word entrepreneurship to some of you that doesn't know what it is. Now, when we talk of entrepreneurship, that goes to the capability and willingness, to run, develop, and organize a business with all the risks accrued to it in order to make profit. Who is an entrepreneur? Now, an entrepreneur, as you all know from economical aspect of it, is the coordinator of all the factors of production. That goes to land, labor, capital, and the likes. Then what is a business? We talk of the art of creating, manufacturing, satisfying one's utility in order to make profit. Is that not true? For those of you that study economics and the likes. Now let's go back to the business. Now when you talk of starting a business, it's not a day job. Rome was not built in a day. I'm a living example of starting a business. I'm a lecturer, I'm a teacher, but I'm a businessman. Yes. The money I make in business, nobody can pay me that. And even if you sack me today, I don't regret. Yes. I don't regret. I used to tell the schools I teach, I tell them, even if I leave the job, I will employ others. Now, what am I saying? We are poor today in Africa because of the fear of the unknown. Nobody wants to lose his or her small capital. You don't want to invest. But when once you have that ideology you're about to fail in our ramification, there is no two ways about it. When they pay me my salary, I use my salary in less than 2 days. But I manufacture my salary over and over again. Ask me how. How? God bless you. Now when this salary comes, I take care of my major bills as a family man. The little balance I will have there, I will invest it in business. You've seen me.
Yeah.
You knew how you met me. You didn't know I was a teacher, I was a lecturer for so many years. No. A graduate, a master's degree holder, you might not know, based on how I hustle in the streets. I have a shop in the Serekunda market, in the Nigerian market. I hustle in the street also, live in the shop, and I'm still teaching. And I have kids like you. My father is in second or third year law, University of the Gambia, the other ones are in secondary school, and I'm taking care of them based on the business I'm doing, not even the salary. You can inherit any other thing in life, but not from the depth of my heart. Don't look at what you are having presently. Let it not limit you. But what will come out of business will surprise you. When you are determined, you have that perseverance, you have that endurance, you are prudent also. You are financially prudent. It's not all the money you get in business that you use, you spend. You don't engage in spontaneous spending in business. When you get money, plow it back to the business. It matters a lot. Now, you invest. Now, first of all, to start a business, I have like 7 steps I'm going to lead you into. Most of my facilitators must have unraveled what I have in mind, and I still have to come up with the steps. I'm not supposed to share this thing with you because when I start sharing this, most of you will be rich. And when you become rich, you might not give me part of it. But because of the fact, for the member that they have invited me here, I have to share it with you. First of all, discover what the society wants. Write it down. Discovery of what the society wants. Identification of the society's needs and wants. And how do you come about that? Now it comes about, let me leave this. My voice is audible. You can hear me very well, don't need this. Now this comes through research methodology. Discovery of what the society wants comes through what? Research methodology. What is research? Investigation of ideas. Investigation of ideas. That goes to the systematic gathering, recording, An analysis of data that helps you solve most of the problems that are associated to what? The exchange of goods and services. Research. When I came here, I said, God, you brought me to the Gambia. They say they are poor, but they are rich. Now I looked at most Gambians, what do they actually want? Now, based on the topographic nature of the Gambia, it's very hot here in the Gambia. I saw a lot of skin diseases and infection and the likes. Lord say, this will need you, as cosmetologist of the making. Give them what they want. They need cream, they need soap. This they need to take care of themselves, look like normal human beings. Then it was hard for the men to barb their hair. When I came here, all of them they were growing rastas, like bush people. God said, go into cosmetics, barb them, let them look like a normal human being like you, because it's very easy to identify foreigners from our color and from the way they dress and the lights. I started with cosmetics, soap making, cream formulation, the barbing and the lights. I made a lot of money out of it. From there, I said my family, they joined me here. From there, I've never lacked. They call me, my business name is Mr. Pocket Never Dry. Money doesn't dry in my pocket. Anytime you see me, you won't see me with money. Because of what? The ideology. Identification of what the society wants. Number one. Number two, formulation of good strategies. Targets to meet up with what they want. Now I've seen what they want. What are the methods? What are the techniques? What am I going to use to fill up the vacuum that exists in their various lives? That's number two. Formulation of strategies through targets to fill that vacuum that must have been created in the society's wants. You start thinking, how can I make A and B to become C? That's the next thing. Then after you must have woken from your slumber, then what do you do again? Then you talk of what? Implementation of your strategies. Don't let it die a natural death. You have to put it into action. Are you hearing me? Yeah. You put it into action. Implementation of such strategies to targets. What is strategy? It originated from the Greek word generalmanship. The methods, the ways one can use to outwit his or her opponents in their various practices. Whatever I'm giving you, I'll give you the definition. Now, how can we feel that vacuum? You've thought about it. Then when the result comes from God or from your various research methodologies, then you come back to the drawing board and put it into action. Now, what limits you into putting it into action? Some of you will say we don't have money. That's the fear of the unknown. That's where the devil is going to use to limit you. I don't have. How can I go about it? Now let me tell you how you can go about it. Just like what my sister rightly said. Now you can go about it through your personal savings, no matter how small it is. That is number one. You can go about it through borrowings from your relatives. That is two. As my sister said, you can as well go about it like Mr. Pocket Never Dry through trade credits. That is three. You can also go about it through hire purchase services, buying goods and paying by installments. That is four. You can as well go about this limitation through what again? Leasing of equipment if you have any. That is five. You can as well, the last option as she rightly said, go about it through loans and overdraft. I'm showing you ways to start your life. But I think personal savings goes a long way to help you because you're not owing anybody. Nobody's owing you. You don't have any headache of thinking of the interest rate, of what am I going to give. This bank, they are disturbing me, calling me, because when they give you that money in the banks, they start calling you. You don't have any risk. The interest rate keeps on accumulating. At the end of the day, you pay them more than what they have given to you. Is that not true?
Yeah.
Now, let's go to the growth strategy. I'm not supposed to teach you all these things. Because when I start teaching you these things, I'll widen your horizon, and we have a lot of rich people in the Gambia. I'm not too rich, but I'm rich. I'm rich. I made a lot of people, Gambians, rich, outside and inside. I know what I'm saying. Now, the growth strategies. Number one, diversification of products and services. You diversify your products and services. Don't limit yourself. You have a lot of range of products that you can accumulate. Make sure you diversify it into new markets. Don't limit yourself. Don't stay in a cocoon, in a hilly place. Maybe like this street, you open a business, you say that I will stay there for life. I used to laugh at people selling in Serekunda market. They are not my match. They have shops. I have a little one. But when it comes to making profits, they are not my match. Why? I travel far and wide. Immediately after school, you see me in all the nooks and crannies of the Gambia searching for money. Somebody is out there too, gathering the one from the shop. By pacification, I'm not supposed to teach you this thing because I start teaching you now. Most of you start making money. Because of Solomon, I don't know what to do from here. What will happen sleeping by now? But I'll teach you. God said, they give it to them. Number 2, formulation of what we call SWOT analysis. What is SWOT? It's an acronym. SWOT analysis. SWOT. This is a marketing terminology. SWOT analysis. S. We have to marker. Do you have marker? Solomon, get me marker. Let me lecture this thing. Yes. I have to go deeply into marketing because when we teach people these things, we are not. Let me marker. SWOT. That's SWOT analysis. SWOT. S means strength. W means weakness. O means opportunities. Then T means threat. God bless you. You have to unravel the strength you have in the business. Your strength matters a lot. Why is it I have an edge over others? God said because of your good origin. Why is it Obama became the president of America? It's not as if he's richer than any other African man in America. Because of what? Origin. Discover yourself. Most of you have failed to discover who you are. Since I discovered myself, I've not been lacking money. Yes, God said, what is it? You're not a footballer, you can't play football very well. You are not all that the same physically fit to wrestle or whatever. Where is that strength? He showed me my strength, and I'm using it every blessed day, and the strength has never failed me. Discover your weaknesses. All of us, we have weaknesses. I have my own weakness. If I tell you my weaknesses, you help me. I spend, as the money is coming, I spend more than any other person. That was what sister said. I make money a lot, I spend a lot. Discover your weaknesses. This money I'm making, how do I keep it to plug it back to the same business that kept me where I am today? You have to be prudential in all your dealings. Most businessmen like us, you see us, we don't have too much money, and it's because you're not prudent. You feel like people, they cherish any $1 that comes their way. 50 butu, they will keep it. But for me, I'll say this one is not necessary. Me, myself, at my stage, keeping $1 for what? I will send it, I'll dash it to bring. I don't know. You can never see coin in my pocket. I don't need coins. My pocket doesn't have any room for coins. But it's wrong. That 50 butu to $1 can still catapult you to another level. You have to be financially prudent. This is my own weakness. You see, I discovered it then. Since then, I started, if I have coin, I'll put in a small box. Then the opportunities that lies your way. People are Gambians, we are foreigners. And even I was like, people have been Mohamed Jah. Yeah. More than, Mohamed Jah is having money because he thinks like a foreigner, not like a Gambian. What makes him rich? Let me tell you this. I met that man when he found Phantom Net. He was a friend. When he came back to Ghana from South Korea, Mohammed, I came back from Netherlands and introduced myself, we are friends. Before he came back again and brought these investors from South Korea, they opened that QCNC. What makes him to be different like more than most of Gambians that are abroad? Mohammed went there, knew his situation. Now discover what the country needed urgently. Now the problem was finance. He said, no, this can't be. Let me get into partnership. Partnering with people doesn't make you to be poor. If you don't have money, you can share your problems like my sister with people that can give you the alternative. Partnership, it matters a lot in business. Like my own, I'm doing just gently because I don't want to share much. That's why I'm limited. But when you can produce soap and cream, you can tell people, I have this as a talent of doing this. They can help you out. Without your little money, as my sister rightly said, they can still put something in the air, then you become somebody in the society. people are Gambians, also kind. There's no business you want to establish in Gambia, so you can't establish. Nobody stops you. Unlike foreigners, there are some certain things I can't go into in Gambia. So since, in as much as you have that opportunity, don't think of Babylon. Nothing is in Europe. Most of us will travel, will come. If not that we have not traveled, I wouldn't have been telling you this. I have gone far. I've been traveling, and I decided to stay in Africa. Money is in Africa more than Europe. Then you might not be this. We have all the things to be rich. The natural resources are here. That is why the Tubans, they keep on coming to us. They can never leave Africa. They stole all our legacies and they use it in developing their country because we are impoverished academically. That's why we are like this. We don't make use of our senses. We like ready-made goods. How many of you have gone to the farm of late? They are talking about how to make money. You want to be rich, you want to go to heaven, you don't want to die. How many of us have visited the farm? Farm. The German was saying something and we are laughing at him. Go back to the land. How many of you have even cultivated a maize as a seed in this country? No. At the end of the day, you expect to eat. Phew! I know. These are ways to make money. Now, let me tell you what others fear to do. What others are ashamed to do. If you do it, you get more money. I'm not joking. You see what others are afraid, they are ashamed. I can't do that, I'm a big boy. You're a big boy when you want to eat. Yes, you're a big boy. So someone doesn't need, as in, no big boy. You want to wear good clothes, you want to ride good cars, you want to live in better houses. So what makes you big is by discovering what others have not known, is yet to grapple with and delve into. You try to widen your horizon by getting yourself into such acts and make money out of it. Look at this small boy, this Facebook boy, a very little boy. Look at how he's playing with money. Look at Bill Gates. Bill Gates came here and deceived us. That Microsoft were in 2000, they stopped, that all of us invested. He's the richest man on earth. Look at Aliko Dangote, the richest black man. Aliko Dangote doesn't play with Bluetooth. Even to take care of himself as in wearing good clothes is a problem. He's the richest man. So why don't you come out from your shells, think of what others are unable to discover, do it and it shall be well with you. Now before I round up this talk, I have another thing to tell you, finally, apart from SWOT. Now when you open a business, there should be what we call good customer relationship management, CRM. The issue is not getting customers, but there should be good customer relationship. You manage your customers very well, because if you lose one customer, you must have lost all. Then how does it start? Now it starts with your employees. I'm not supposed to teach you these things, but I'm doing that. It starts, they say that charity begins at home. You have to treat your employees very well by motivating them. They are the ones going to help you retain your customers. Then when you do all these things, I told you 7 things: identification of the society's needs, formulation of good strategies that will help you actualize these needs on the society, the element of implementation of such strategy, put it into action. Then for the growth strategy, you diversify your products or services. Then as well, formulate good SWOT analysis, knowing your strengths, your weaknesses, the opportunities and threats, the problems, that is the threats, and not treat that lies your way. Then you try to maintain good customer relationship and also motivate your employees. Don't look at your capital. I believe God must surely let you be there. I rest my case.
About online trading through Facebook. It's like Facebook page. If you want to open it, and how to open the Facebook page.
Can I hear you well?
I mean, you was trying to tell us about something about on Facebook.
Okay.
That Facebook page through the online trading. So, if you want to do that, how to open that Facebook page?
The page.
And how to open the page? Yes.
Okay, but you know how to open a Facebook? Okay. Now, after you have a Facebook, from your own Facebook, you go to the settings, go to the left. you will see open page.
Create a page.
Create a page. You then create a page. When you create it, start inviting people to like it or start advertising. You can sponsor the page if you have any card, ATM card. You can use $100 or $150 to sponsor the page. People will start seeing it outside Gambia. You said?
That you don't have ATM card.
ATM or master.
No, you can advertise it manually by inviting people.
You can meet him. He's having a card. Give you the money.
Later, I'll give you a water. There's something I put all together. I'll give you a copy if you have flash.
And I wanted to add, when you talk about setting up a Facebook page, you have to come up with a caption.
Something okay, this type of phone. I don't think you this type of phone. Do you have this type of phone when you were born? Do you use this type of phone? So this one is a digital phone. It's a digital age. But analog phone like a Nokia Touch. So what do you mean by analog is something that is not sophisticated. It is timid. It is local. You understand? Okay, you have a digital world.
It's like the way you like creating ideas without establishing on a business.
You mean without having the business on the ground? Yes, you can start it. Now, you see those people that are selling that images, those things they carry. You can go there, take pictures of those images and post it in your page or post it in your Shopee feed. Shopee feed will give you a free shop online for you to sell something you want. When it opens, register with them. Then you start uploading what you want to sell. When you upload it, anybody that comes, but when you ship it is a very big logistics because you have to pay for shipping. Shopee fee may not give you the money until the person says that he has received the goods.
You know, see, do business at the end, so come up within half of it. Like my age mate, less than 18 years. If you have to start up a business, you start having your profit. Do you think you can able to take it to the bank where you are not with ID card? Will they keep it for you too?
Yes, student.
You are less than 18. You have a mother, you have a father, you have an older brother. They will go and open the account for you on your behalf. You have an ID card. Everybody has an ID card. You have a national ID card. Your parent or your older person who is over 18, yeah, you can open an account with it.
GT Bank as student
account
and kids account, which
you can the person, or even if the bank tells you bring somebody older, you take somebody older there. But when you're going to deposit, the account is in your name. The person is just standing there just in case. You know, because of the law, you're not probably at the age, but you have to take somebody there. But the account is actually yours. So when you're 18, the account is now transferred fully to you. You are in charge of your account. So nothing should stop you from keeping your own money and saving it.
Yeah, we have one coming. One is coming.
Any question?
Speak loud. Speak loud. Hey, silent. No. Hey, but no go do Yahoo.
Online, how to pay the money. It depends on what you are doing. This is what we call the pay on your master. See my name there, it's free. But now, you must have $25 now before they ship it for you online. But once the card comes, you just go and cash the money in the ATM. That money. Before my own, it's just free. But any money that is inside, once you go to the ATM, you pay you in dollars. It's called the pay on your MasterCard. You understand? You see this shirt that people wear in Gambia, you can design the shirt online for the white people. So when they buy it, they'll now pay you. You use this thing to collect. I don't know if I will forget to say that one. That one you design it in Teespring. Teespring.com. can even start it today. You can even start it today. Teespring.com. Go there. They have the software here. You can design shit about Gambia tourists.
Teespring.com.
Yeah, teespring.com. Just copy Gambia website, Gambia flag, and paste it on the shirts in the Teespring there. Paste it there. Once you paste it there, people that are coming for tourism, they can buy that shirt online. And once they buy that shirt online, your money will enter your card. Yes, you are the one that will set the price, the amount price. Teespring.com. You design shirts, different daily shirts. Like this time they wanted to do, they posted Islamic something in Gambia. If someone had designed shirts before that time, and it will be in Teespring will be advertising it, an upcoming program in Gambia. They will be advertising the shirt for you. There's no way 5 persons cannot buy. Assuming you put it for $100 or $50, you know how much you make. I was using Teespring before. I cashed some money. That was when I was.
I think we are going to be rounding up. I can see that a whole lot of us are tired, but I want to sincerely appreciate our honorable presenters who have dedicated us today. And but we informed you guys that we have a T-shirt for sale. I don't know how many of you are prepared for it. How many of you are ready for the T-shirts? Because we have them here. Yes, it's a beautiful color and it has nice colors. Just a minute.
Action. Okay. Assalamu alaikum once again. As I said earlier, it is a great pleasure to have you all here today. We know that it is not easy to leave all what you were doing to come and join this workshop today. And I believe that the workshop today, maybe some of us, especially I, the part of the organizer, I was sitting here and I was getting something. So I think that we all learn from the, from the resource persons. I was not actually, to be honest, I was not expecting this thing, like the turnover. So all I have to say is that thank the resource person first, because they leave their time and everything to come and join us today, for free. It is not easy, especially in the game. It is not easy for someone to leave his or her job and come and, give us lectures for free. It is a great pleasure. I think I have to thank them once again, and thank you all for the wonderful attention that you gave them. Thank you.